We have a gene in our body called ACTN3. This is a small protein, and the function of this small protein is to anchor two actin filaments. Actin filaments are parallel filaments in our muscles, and when the muscle contracts, these actin filaments have to move parallel to each other. ACTN3 is a small protein that anchors these two parallel filaments, and the analogy I would like to give is that actin is like two railroad tracks, and actinin is like the wooden stakes that connect the railroad tracks. The function of ACTN3 is to aid in rapid muscle contraction. So when these two parallel filaments are connected to each other, this connection is able to move them very fast. And this ACTN3 is responsible for fast muscle contraction. Some of us do not make this protein. We live a perfectly normal life. We have no problem sustaining life. But as compared to a person that has this protein, our muscle filaments cannot contract with the same speed. So if I'm a weightlifter, or if I'm a 100-meter sprinter and I do not have ACTN3, I cannot have the very fast muscle contraction that my sport requires, and I'm never gonna have the same performance as a person with similar training but whose body makes this specific protein. So knowledge of whether I have this protein or not, if I'm a young child, it helps me direct myself towards a sport that either requires this skill or it does not, depending upon what I have. And if I have already chosen a sport, I can tailor my training either to take advantage of my genotype or try to overcome my genetic barrier. So here is an example where I look at one gene, and depending upon which variant each one of us has, the variant RR is much better suited for speed and strength. The variant RX is a reduced speed and strength as compared to the RR, and the variant XX is significantly reduced. And if I have to direct this person to a sport, I would try to direct them away from a sport that requires very fast speed or increased strength.